Hello everybody, welcome to a mini 3-part series, just talk about Smurfing in Counter-Strike and in general. Be sure to check out the other videos below, part 2 or 3 or part 1 and 3 or part 1 and 2, depending on which bit you're on now obviously. So yeah, right, I just want to start this video out by saying this is not a video to support Smurfs, this is not a video to go against Smurf, this is just me providing you guys information as to positives, negatives of Smurfs. I want to try and give you a non-biased point of view as I can to the whole idea about Smurfs and why they exist and such within Counter-Strike. I don't want to come across as someone that supports Smurfs or someone that hates Smurfs, or I just want to provide information. That's all I want to do. Now, for example, in the past I've had a Smurfing video where I had an absolute cocky attitude where, looking back at it myself, I would have sort of wanted to punch myself if I was watching that, but I feel I should still leave it on my channel just as, you know, something to look back on, something to reflect on, something to improve on in the future. So that's why it's still on my channel if you're wondering. Alright, in this episode we're going to be looking at the Smurfs, so the people that are Smurfing. So a Smurf is basically, yes, it is a little blue creature, like sort of lives in the woods, I believe. I never really watched Smurfs, so who knows. But anyway, yeah, in Counter-Strike a Smurf is somebody that plays against lower skilled people than what their actual skill level is. So let's say a Nova 4, Nova Master, whatever, will go down to a Silver 2 game to, you know, play against them and for the most part beat them unless they're looking to not rank up, which we'll discuss later. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to split this up into 2 parts. We'll have the positives on the Smurf and then the negatives on the Smurf, because there are points for every single point I'm going to be talking about here. So, starting off with the positives. Some Smurfs, when they go down to whatever the rank they go down to, they say they do it because there's a hacker at their rank. Like, you know, the people that are Smurfing, they're getting sick and tired of just hackers game after game after game. So they lower their own rank or get a second account in order to play different people, because odds are there's more hackers at the high end, at the Global Elite, Citadel Supreme, LEM ranks, than there are at, let's say, the DMG to, I don't know, Master Guardian 1. I mean, like, personally, I'm currently Supreme and I don't feel I've came across a lot of hackers at my current rank, but then again, that could be just because I've not even noticed it, or they're just not obvious enough to give me the impression that they're hacking. So I'm fine with, you know, just sticking at my rank, because I can't use the excuse of hackers at high rank, because personally I don't see enough of them to feel I need to Smurf. Alright then, another point is that it's a lot less effort for the Smurfs. Like, if you're constantly playing at Supreme, you're always on point, you need to stay focused. One mistake and cost you the entire game. Like, you know, final round, it's like you lose focus for 1 second and you're gone. Whereas in lower ranked games, people can just put way less effort in, yet still win, and, you know, they can still have a good time, I suppose, because they don't need to put in as much work to get the result they want, which is a win. Alright, so the final point for this one would be that it is really fun. People Smurf because it is fun. They get to crush people, they get to humiliate them, it gives them a massive ego boost because it's like, ha ha ha, I'm better than you, ha ha ha, and it's like, come on dudes. It inflates their ego, you know, it's empowering, it makes them feel good about themselves in a way. It's like bullying technically. You know, some playground bully goes up to you, knocks your drink out your hand, it's like, he's bigger than you, he's stronger than you can't retaliate because you just get crushed. Whereas the bully in that situation would feel, I guess, I wouldn't say good about themselves, I hope not good about themselves, but they feel like they've got the power and control. The person they're bullying, they can't do anything about it. They can whine and bitch all they want, but really they just can't do anything. That's like what it's like for Smurfs. They go down, you know, crush these dudes. Alright then, I've got another example. In the game Yu-Gi-Oh! I've got a deck on, what's it called? Dual Network, where it's an OTK, and an OTK in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a 1-turn kill. Basically, either the person you're against has 1 play, and then you have a turn, or it's just your turn first, and you would just win in that 1 move. You either get the life points to 0, or you make them run out of cards. There's different ways to win in Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically. And an OTK, I used to run an Exodia OTK where as soon as it was my turn, I'd get the 5 piece of Exodia in my hand and just place them on the field and you just win. It's like, it's really fun to do because it doesn't really require strategy or skill because all the cards are already laid out in your deck for you. You just need to pull them, and it's like, yeah, easy. You know, it feels good in a way. Alright then, now we're moving on to the negatives of the Smurf, because there are a few negatives I've got written down here, so it's not all positives for a Smurf, I guess. Alright then, starting out the first thing is that in order to get a Smurf account, you need to buy a new account. Well, you can derank your own account, but then that's not really fun if you actually want to play your skill level for a change. So yeah, you're going to have to buy a new account if you want to play, and the cost of a new account is usually around, I think it's about £10, maybe $15. I'm not really sure American currency, guys, so I'll stick with my English one. And it's around, yeah, it's around £10 to £12, I believe. Or you can get it off G2A for like £8 maybe. Or back when it used to go to 50% on sales. Heck, even there was at one point in time when it went down to 25% off, which was a good deal if you were looking in the market for some Smurf accounts. But now it usually doesn't drop below 50% because Valve knows, hey, people are buying these accounts either way. They're going to buy them if they want to Smurf. So what's the point of dropping it to 25% where we can just stick it at 50% and they'll still sell? So yeah, you've got to buy a new account, and then with the new account, it comes to the new recently changed feature in CSGO where you have to get your account to rank 3 before you can play a game. Now, 3 Clips Philip did a video on it saying that it's going to take roughly 6 hours of deathmatch and doing well in order to get a rank 3 account without, you know, any like added stuff, which I'll talk about in a second. So yeah, 6 hours of deathmatch constant, like that is going to take a few days to get to rank 3, because I can't imagine anyone staying on Valve's public deathmatch for more than like 20 minutes maybe, because I'm personally someone that prefers the community deathmatches because, I don't know, 128 tick I suppose. So yeah, Smurf's got to invest the time into a new account to get it to rank 3 so they can start then being sort of an arsehole in Counter-Strike. Now then, there are ways to get your account to rank 3 faster with the operation at whatever time you're watching this. Basically, the operation coin allows you to increase your XP faster by giving you missions and stuff that are fairly easy to complete, I suppose, where you can just easily rank up your account. So the Smurfs have got to put the time investment into the new account just to get it to rank 3, so I've sort of put that as a negative for the Smurf. Okay, and one of the final like sort of notes about the negatives on the Smurf is that when a Smurf goes back to their normal rank, they are quite often pretty bad at it because they're used to how the lower ranked players play the game. They're used to people like not instantly killing them. They can play, like I said earlier, it's less effort for the Smurf, so when they go back to their normal account, they don't realise how much, you know, actual effort it is to play at that rank again. So when they go back to their rank, they're bad, and I think I could imagine it'll make that person feel bad, like, oh fuck, I'm shit. Like if imagine you're good at something, not doing it for let's say a month, come back to it and you're like, holy shit, what the fuck. It's like that with when people Smurf. Anyway guys, I want to thank you for watching this video. Remember to check out the other 2 parts of this mini-series down below, or annotations. There you go. I can do annotations for a change. But anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.